Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Utes will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time today. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Getting some heat. He makes the connection. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down and 10. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cruz. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Quarterback now breaking the field. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play. And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right.
Touchdown, Hokies! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed.
Hands it off.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Utes! The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
That's a really good-looking run there. You think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones.
And they got him for the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Got his man on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Hokies have this offense rolling. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Pressure coming. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback moving. Short gain on the play before he slides.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And the returner will be brought down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another up.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Graves. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The give to the left. Got room at the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Using his legs, it's Bueno. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Utes line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Extending the play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's... Third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah!
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They finally make the stop, and the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Give to the single back. Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Bueno. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure.
Touchdown, Utes! They take the lead with the 6. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Snags it over the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Graves. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. The expressway is wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Hokies want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Graves. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Offense, quick tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And that ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Utah! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, bro, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 45, on his way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for space. It's Bueno. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll try the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He now has 110 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Graves. Working the middle. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it on the run. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a man. It's Graves. Quick strike complete. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackled there by the defense. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense not showing press coverage. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be